What do you know good? It's been a while. So today I'm going to make a watermelon cucumber salad for an event. Our preacher is retiring today, and so that's a potluck. And so today I thought I'd do something a little bit more refreshing. So come along on You Can't Tell a Fat Man Nothing, how to make that watermelon and cucumber salad. Now I've done some of the pre-work already. I've got the watermelon cucumber. You're gonna need feta. You're gonna need some mint and also some honey and lime juice. I've already done some of the pre-work. I took a melon ball and meloned out my watermelon into balls just like this. Now you don't have to. You can just cut it just in squares or whatever. But every time I cut watermelon, I always do it in balls because it's easier to eat for me. So get that. As you can see, I've already balled out some watermelon right there like that. Just like that. All right, the next thing you're gonna need is some cucumbers. Excuse me. I've already chopped up my cucumbers. Now you can just slice it however you want to in rounds, into quarters. I diced mine up using this chopper right here, just real fine. I skinned it and put it on here and chopped them, just to get a different texture, a different geometric to it versus the rounds. But you can do however you want to, but you need some cucumbers. All right, then you also need, now this is optional. I'm gonna put a red onion in mine. I sliced mine up pretty thin in little small pieces like that. Another geometric configuration with a texture, so that's what I did with that. You're gonna need a lime, because we're gonna zest it and we're also gonna juice it. And then you need some feta cheese. Now I'm gonna show you how to put all this together and how presentable it's gonna, oh, you need this too. I went to my garden, put some fresh mint. Now my cucumbers from my garden too, but you're gonna need some fresh mint also. And we're gonna chop that up and garnish it with it. So come along, let me show you how to do it. I debated how I'm going to present this in the dish. I thought about a round, just a serving bowl, and then I thought maybe I should do like a rectangular baking dish, and then I thought maybe a glass dish. And what I decided, I'm gonna put it into this nice baking, beautiful white dish. It's really gonna show all those colors really pretty for presentation wise. So I'm gonna show you how we'll put it together. So first up, I'm gonna put my watermelon in. I'm going to put probably 3/4 of it in there, just like that. Look how pretty that is in there. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some green onions. Why did I say green onions? There's no green onions in here. I'm so stupid. It's cucumbers, Curtis. Cucumbers. You can put cucumber. I guess you could put green onions in it. Might not be too bad. But we're gonna put cucumbers, okay? Okay. So we'll put some cucumbers in here. Like that. Just make it all nice and pretty. And you put as much as you want and how you want it. Just like that. Next up, we'll put our red onions. And I'm gonna break them up a little bit, kind of separate them. And I'm not gonna put a lot, but I want enough of that onion flavor in there because I don't want it to overpower. Look how pretty that is so far. All those beautiful colors. Be right back, one moment. Hey, I'm back. I had to go get my Zesta. Because what I'm going to take these glasses off. They keep falling. I'm gonna take this. I've already washed this, but I'm gonna take the sticker off. I'm going to zest just finely a little bit over my salad. I don't want to overpower, so just a little bit of zesting. And then we're gonna roll this just like that. And we're trying to get the juice out of this lime. Let me roll this a little bit. All right, I rolled it out pretty well because it was kind of stiff, so I want to get some of that juices loose. I'm gonna cut it in half, and there's no seed really in there. And I'm just gonna juice it all over that watermelon. There's not much coming out. I do have my juicer here. We'll just finish it out like that. I'm only going to use 1/2 of a lemon. Not lemon. Lime. Use half of a lime for right now, and I'm gonna taste it in a second to see if it's having acidity in it. Alrighty, now I am going to take my fresh mint and peel some of the bigger leaves off. I've already done some already. I'm gonna leave some of the smaller ones as a garnish. This mint smells so freaking good. All right, so I have my mint here, as you can see, and then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stack them pretty much on top, then roll it, and then chop it up to go on top of my salad. Then I want this brown dead part, so I'm gonna chop that off, just like that. All right, let me get this put together, rolled up, and I'm gonna show you how I chop it. All right, as you can see, I just stacked them all on top of each other. I'm gonna lay them on the ground. I'm gonna lay them on the ground because that's where I chop my food, is on the ground. I'm gonna lay it on cardboard. I'm gonna lay it on this butcher block, okay? Butcher block. My word sometimes just doesn't work, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know what I mean. And you can roll them up like this and then chop it just like that. And yes, my cutting board is off balance. I need to fix that, you know? I really need to fix that. But look how pretty that's going to be on top of that salad. And I'm just gonna kind of cut it up just a little bit so I don't have a whole bunch of strings. But look how pretty that is. And it smells heavenly, heavenly, heavenly. So I'm going to take some fresh mint and just sprinkle it on top of the salad, just like that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's refreshing. It smells absolutely wonderful. I'm gonna toss this real quick. I'll be right back. Let me get something to toss this with. All right, got my tosser utensils. So I'm just gonna actually just mix this together. Get that lime juice, that little bit of watermelon juice, cucumber juice, those onions all mixed in nicely together. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper on top of this, not much, just to give it a little ting. Using Himalayan, and then just fresh black pepper. I just found this recipe online. Some people use basil. I'm not using basil, I'm using fresh mint. I do have fresh basil, but I'm just gonna use fresh mint on mine. Once you get that nice and mixed, all in together, then you're gonna take you some feta cheese and sprinkle that on top. I'm not gonna put a whole bunch on there right now because I'm gonna double layer this salad. But just put enough just to kind of give it some flavor and color of that white against all this beautiful red, green vegetables, just like that. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Now I'm going to taste this to see if I need a little bit more lime or anything else. I thought about putting some honey in here. So let me see. Let's taste this together. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my God. That is so good. That watermelon cucumber, the red onions, the fresh mint. This is summer. And it tastes like summer. But I do think I need a little bit of honey for a little bit more sweetness. So let me find my honey. I'm gonna take some honey. And this is local honey, actually from my cousin Wade. They have bees in Texas, and this is his honey right here. And so I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna drizzle just some honey, just like this, on top of that. Not a lot. Just enough to give it some flavor and some sweetness. Get another spoon. Ooh, that honey is pretty on there, making it a little glazy looking. All right, let's taste it with some honey. Ooh. I can eat this whole thing. Honey made it. Definitely add honey to it. Look how pretty it is. I'm gonna put another layer, make it a little bit more fuller. I'm gonna show you the ending product in just a second. Okay, so what I did was I made one first layer, then I did another layer on top of that, and I mixed it all together. But look how pretty this is. Tell me this does not look absolutely refreshing and absolutely scrumdiddlicious. So I'm gonna try it one more time. I got a different spoon. Oh my gosh. You can't tell a fat man nothing. I'm telling you, this is, you have got to make this. Once those juices at the bottom get mixed in there, so good. I'm gonna take this fresh mint, lay it just like that as a garnish on top. And here you have a cucumber, watermelon, red onion, feta, cheese salad. You have got to make this. Absolutely wonderful. Until next time, you can't tell a fat man nothing. I'll talk to you later. Bye.